Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of I Heard That. I am your VibeMistress, Stephanie Renée, joined, as always, by my co-hostess with the mostess, Shareese. How you doing, girl?
Hello. I'm doing great.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Before we went live, y'all, I was telling her it's already been a week. So I am happy, tired, but happy to be here with y'all tonight to share some love songs, especially with this theme. And Shareese, you picked this one. So tell people what prompted tonight's theme.
Well, we were definitely we were trying to do something along the lines of love songs. And people you see people talking or having conversations about, love and breakup and stuff like that. And I recently became obsessed with a song, one of the songs that I'm going to be sharing tonight. And so I was like, oh, I think maybe we could do Unrequited Love, and see how the people feel about it.
Yes. And so, this whole idea of what it means to long for someone, to be admiring them from afar, and all those things, those are lyrical themes, and it is a general theme that we are sticking with tonight. So not the usual passion love songs, or not the you did me wrong love songs. This is this is a different kind of direction. And so we hope,
please love me.
We hope that you will enjoy the songs that we have lined up for you tonight. So Shareese, let's jump right in, especially because the first song that I've queued up for you tonight is a very nostalgic one dedicated to an artist that you love a whole lot. And so did the artist who is presenting this particular song.
Yes. Well, y'all know that I love me some Michael Jackson. That's my boy. And years ago, on one of my favorite solo albums of his, Forever Michael, he did a song that was Unrequited Love covers a broad spectrum, and sometimes that unrequited love is that of a fan unto a celebrity. And so, remember, I don't know if people even write fan letters, love letters to celebrities anymore, but back in the 80s, and I know before
now they just all up in their DMs,
right, or all on their posts and stuff, trying to get their attention. Hey. Well, it wasn't like that back in the day. We had to write letters. And so this song Michael actually did himself, and I didn't choose his version of the song, which is the original, because he kind of gave hope in his version. So it wasn't quite unrequited, because he was kind of responding like, hey, you know what, maybe. But this song, which is done by a very beloved Black actress who is we respect her, love her. She was part of the reason why I always wanted to go away to boarding school when I was younger. I wanted to be on the Facts of Life, because I love Facts of Life, and I wanted to go to a boarding school because of them. And so my girl Kim Fields redid Michael Jackson's song Dear Michael, and actually released it. It was released as a single back in I think 84.
Yeah, I don't remember, but they will see.
Yeah. And so here we go. Dear Michael by Kim Fields.
I wrote you 100 times. sing together through the night. Dear Michael, won't you write? P.S. Michael, do you think 14 is too young to get married? Dear Michael, please answer my letters. I kissed your picture by my bed, but Michael, I wish it was you instead. Michael, I have but one fantasy, and that's to hear you say, you love me. You really love me. Dear Michael, please answer my letters. Dear Michael. Dear Michael. Dear Michael. Dear
I heard that. I hadn't listened to it all the way through to the end. until now. Michael, her enunciation was so great. Dear Michael.
Married. Listen, don't listen. She was serious, okay?
Yes, she was definitely about that life.
She was shooting her shots, okay? Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Well, I would have used his version vocally. Kim Fields ain't she ain't horrible on vocals,
No.
But I love every opportunity to listen to Michael sing. But like I said, in his version, he kind of gave hope at the end.
Yes, he did.
Wasn't no hope in this song.
I'm gonna write you back, girl. I promise you that.
He told the mailman, hurry up, the postman, hurry up, postman, send my letter, tell her I love her, so we couldn't use that. He wasn't unrequited no more. He was requited. So
that's
we
right.
had to use hers, which was, the begging.
But I love baby voiced Kim Fields. It's precious.
Right? Take it back.
So thank you for that moment of nostalgia. My first offering for tonight is also a bit of a throwback, but I am sure that 99.9 of you in the listening audience have never heard of this artist that I'm about to share with you.
Uh-oh.
But I am including her, one, because the song is perfect for this theme, but also because we are about to slide into Women's History Month. We're, at the tail end of Black History Month. So when I get a chance to expose you to Black women that you may have never heard before, then I'm going to take every opportunity to do that. And this is an opportunity for me to also shout out one of the women who's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Penn and wanted to go to Wharton, which is Sylvia Rhone.
Okay, yeah.
And Sylvia Rhone almost single-handedly brought a trough of Black women into the Atlantic and Elektra Records family during the time that she was in her rise in big industry. And so for those of you who are old enough to remember, we used to talk about the Big Eight when it came to record labels, right? These huge conglomerates. Sony, of course, is one of them. Warner Music Group was another one, but there were 8 at one time that were the captains of the music industry, and they have dwindled down now. I guess we're talking about the big 3 at this point, because David eats, the Goliath eats David, and then, all these mergers and acquisitions and everything in the industry. But at the time, Sylvia Rhone was running A&R, and does A&R even exist anymore, at Elektra in particular. She brought in a whole bunch of people. She's the reason Missy Elliott got her music deal. And I could go on and on. This young lady, however, is not one of those big names that you are going to remember. As far as I know, she only ever released this one album. But this album touched my soul in such a big way. And this isn't the song that did it. There is the song that closes out this album had me crying at a listening booth in Tower Records in the Jax building in New Orleans. Shareese will know where I'm talking about. It's a landmark, right? But her voice is adorable, and you'll see the album cover as I play the song. But her name is Rebecca, spelled the biblical way, the Hebrew way, and this song is simply titled "Pining." I want y'all to hear this.
My eyes are fixed to find a flaw in how you do something. Anything would be reason enough to pull away from you. No, 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 look what you made me do. No, no, no,
You know, I love it when I dig in the crates and find stuff that nobody knows. So I
Right.
don't even
That's
know if
nice.
the album is still in print, everybody. But I'm happy to have introduced you to Rebecca and the album Remember to Breathe. There are up-tempo numbers, there are like very rock-driven numbers, and then there are a couple of songs like that one with that string section that will
Yeah.
just squeeze all of
Yeah.
everything out of your heart, you know,
Yes.
as strings do. So I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed it, and I hope you will just kind of look for her. I've meant to dig again to see if I could find more information for her, but I thank Sylvia Rohn for taking a chance on a Black girl with a sound that is not what you would expect,
Right.
and giving her a chance to share her gift with the world.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I
Thank
love
you.
I love strings. You know, I have an affinity for them as since I played violin when I was young.
How did I
And
not know that?
I don't. You do know that, Stephanie, because that's why I was able to. I can't read music anymore, but I can follow. And I think that well, that came from me having read music when I was like 4. But you know,
Look at that.
yeah,
And
that's why.
yes,
Yes, that's
Tiffany.
why there's still hope for me to be able to read again.
Well, I'm glad that people appreciate it. Thank you, comment
Yes,
section.
yes, that was
And
beautiful.
yeah, so we're going from that sort of youthful vocal quality that our first songs gave us to I see, if I describe him the way I want to describe him, it's going to give away immediately. But I thought, Shareese, this was a very interesting choice of songs from an artist that I would not have anticipated that you would come with, especially because there's also another version of this song.
There's mad versions of this song.
Right.
Mad versions of this
Yes.
song. So
But you know, kind of lead us into this particular interesting selection for tonight.
this song, I swore as long as I've known of this song that it was a Burt Bacharach song. I swore it was. This song actually was an Italian song originally.
Now that I did not know.
It was originally an Italian song, and the first version of it, the first English version was by Ben E. King.
Wow. Stand By Me sang this too?
Absolutely. There are mad versions of this song. I was like, well, let me see which one, sounds the most passionate, And Benny King's version was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like off from what you would expect with this kind of a song. It was and it was for its time too. 63, I think I said.
Okay.
And then Shirley Bassey.
Yes.
The Goldfinger. She's
yes.
had a version of it.
But see, you can't just say it like that, because if you have to say it like she said it, Goldfinger, you know, your mouth has to be wide open.
She started singing this song at every live performance that she did, and she sang it with some, like, she really meant every word that she was singing. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the two versions that I'm most familiar with, that I didn't go with, but I'm still happy with the choice that I've made. The two versions that I'm most familiar with are Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, and Luther Vandross and Martha Wash.
Yes.
Now, I didn't go with the Luther and Martha Wash version because it was, although Luther to me is like the king of remakes, can't nobody remake a song like Luther. You almost don't even recognize the original in there. It's in there, but you almost don't recognize it because he puts his stamp it's like stamped all over with Luther. It's a beautiful R&B song, but it's not as, you know what, they didn't have that passion like "Love Me." So it was like pretty, you know. And of course, Martha Wash, what can we say?
Yes.
Crazy talent. And then, like I said, Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, match made in heaven vocally. And and that's the one that I'm most familiar with, because I have that album and I'll play that whole album, back to back. Now, The version that I went with, I swear, I never would have expected this artist did it. I mean, it makes sense once I listened to it, but I was like, oh, okay, let me listen. And I never would have thought that this would have been I had a lot of versions to choose from. They're all good. This song is excellent. And but I went with our boy Tom Jones. He killed this song, and I watched the video. He you know, he puts everything into his performances, and he puts everything into his you know, his vocals. Like he sound like he hollering when he
yes, he does. He's the white Teddy Pendergrass.
Exactly. Yes. Oh my God. I never thought that. Yes, absolutely. And so when you hear this song by Mr. Tom Jones, which was done in 1970, his version is as old as me and you.
Yes.
You and I. And so but you're gonna love it. I stopped giggling.
Because I'm still laughing that you picked this, but yes.
No, I bought it. Did I buy it? Did I have to send you the link, or did I send you the actual thing?
You sent me the actual song.
So I bought it. Yes, I bought it because I love it that much. Okay. This song is by Tom Jones, and it is called I Who Have Nothing.
Here we go.
I who have nothing, I who have no one, adore you and want you so. I'm just a no one with nothing to give you but all. I love you. He buys you diamonds, bright, sparkling diamonds. But believe me, dear, when I say that he can give you the world, but he'll never love you the way I love you. He can take you any place he wants, to fancy clubs and restaurants. But I can only watch you with my nose pressed up against the window pane. I who have nothing, I who have no one, must watch you go dancing by, wrapped in the arms of somebody else, when darling it's I who loves you. I love you. I love you.
I heard that.
See, the reason why I'm giggling, the reason why I love it so much is because if you only knew Tom Jones from It's Not So Unusual, Then you have no idea why these women were losing their
Ah,
absolute minds.
stop.
But all I can think of when I hear
Losing.
him sing that song is chest hair
Yes.
and panties flying.
And his curly afro. His curly fro, his chest hair showing. That mic with the cord on it and draws just going everywhere.
Going everywhere.
Very
Oh
passionate.
Lord. Oh yes, ladies. I'm agreeing with you. Tasha was meant everything. He did.
He meant it all.
But for those of you, if you have never tuned into the show before, ladies and gentlemen, then I'm your vibe mistress Stephanie Renée here with my co-host Shareese, and our theme for the evening is unrequited love. And so, someone who can sing so meaningfully, so
Man,
soulfully.
I bet you she changed her mind by the end of that song. I bet you she did. What? Unrequited no more.
No, yeah, you indeed.
After that, I don't know if it's decent, Jen. I'm gonna find out for you.
That was woo-wee. That was great. Thank you, Shareese. Like I say, I was so tickled and delighted that you chose that version. And yes, now you have turned everyone else in our listening audience onto the power, that magic power of Tom Jones.
Yes, ma'am. Tom Jones.
I wasn't even gonna try to compete with that. There was no way I was going to try to find a song that would be able to follow that up in the same like register. I'm going a completely different direction.
Okay. Let's see.
So everybody who knows anything about me and Soul Sanctuary's history know that I ride hard for Philly. I'm not originally a Philly girl, but because I have spent so much of my life here, I'm going to give you Philly when I have an opportunity to share in any context. And this particular song comes from an album that not enough people bought. Now, I don't know if they had bought this album, if it would have changed the direction of what ultimately happened with the group, because the group members were moving in different directions. And so after this album, it was no more. But this album, I love as much as, if not even more than their debut album. And they both have a tie to Philadelphia, courtesy of the jazz vocal program at Temple University. So I'm going to leave all of that for the introduction and go right to the music. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Renée from their second album, Saturday Night. This song is called Crush. is your vibe, Mr. Stephanie Renee. I am joined by Shareese, and tonight's theme on this edition of I Heard That is Unrequited Love.
Yes.
And so, look, 3 minutes in and out, Shareese. The difference with this, I guess people don't want to sing a long time about something that didn't happen.
Right.
Because these are probably the shortest songs that we have presented in the history of this show.
I was thinking that, like, these songs going back to the 3 minutes, Jones. We ain't doing no extended, no 12 inches. That wasn't happening this time.
Nope, not about love that never happened.
Right. I love that song. I totally. Oh man, that was a hit when it was out.
Right.
I forgot all about it. I got to get that album too because I know I don't have it.
And listen, and there. So of all, now I told you I love the album, the whole. I could listen to it from start to finish. But my favorite song from that album is their remake of Billy Joel's For the Longest Time. Now, y'all out there in the listening audience, if you've never heard it, you're like, Steph, for real? When I say it doesn't, the only thing that sounds like the original are the finger snaps, and even they use them differently. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. Maybe I'll whip that out on a future show.
Yeah.
When we go back to cover songs. Yes, exactly. So we'll put a pin in that one. Right. For another episode.
That's a beautiful song. You could like really like groove out. That's that groove, man.
That song could have gone on twice as long and nobody would mind.
Right. Jeanne, come back. I saw oh man. Renee is one of them. I don't know that.
Renee's the taller, darker one. Jean is the shorter, lighter one.
So that's the what was the Jean? Jean sang. She was in the audience at Layla Hathaway's show that I saw that I went to see in New York, and she was Layla was calling people up there to sing or whatever, and I was like, girl, that lady can sing.
Yes, she can.
We need her.
Well, so
real
she is recording now with her husband, Marcus Baylor. Okay. Formerly of the Yellow Jackets. They are the Baylors.
Okay.
And so they've released 2.5, because I think it was basically 2 albums and an EP. Of course, I have them all. But yes, she can sing. Oh and I mean, most of her recorded stuff doesn't even come close to hearing her live. She's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, you know how I am about live music anyway. So,
right. But when and so is Renee. So before Roy Hargrove passed away, Renee regularly toured with him and his band, the RH Factor. So
I did not know that. That's awesome. I feel like I've heard her sing by herself too, but not live, not like when I was in the room. And so that just really and that was a few years ago, and it struck me how beautiful her voice was. I was like, can we please get you in a studio so I can buy something? Because you sound, I mean, she was just, it was just glorious. And she didn't even, I think she sang a Jeanne. No, she didn't even sing Jeanne's song. She sang something else. And it was just like incredible.
Jazz vocal majors. Thank you, Temple University.
Thank you, Temple. Thank you, Temple. Them owls they done good. Them owls.
Yes, they did. Absolutely. So your next song, this is not a Say What edition, but we are going to look at the lyrics of this song because I know I have, one of those things where you have a quiet moment. I've actually like kind of said the lyrics as I'm singing them, like, damn, this song is depressing. Like, it's sad. It is a sad, unrequited song, but we jam to it because it's a great song. It's a great song. So I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw this on your list. So introduce it however you see fit.
I became obsessed with this song recently because of my friend Cynthia, who I don't see her in the comment section tonight, but she is one of our regulars. we were going to eat, and she was like, have you heard this version of this song? And I was like, no, I ain't heard it. So it's a live well, I'm sorry, I heard she played for me the live version. Okay. A lot of people don't know that Kenny Loggins wrote a lot of stuff for other people, and Kenny Loggins got a good voice too. I love me some Kenny.
Yes, Loggins. He does.
And so
he got some soul with him too.
Absolutely. And I became obsessed. I started like researching everything about this song. First of all, y'all, I bet y'all don't know. I bet y'all don't know that the Queen, Aretha Franklin, sang a version of this song, which I had to buy because I could not. Yes. How do I know? Kenny Loggins told me. Kenny Loggins told me that Aretha Franklin did it. And then I went. Okay. He was like, Aretha Franklin did this song. So at first, what had happened was some kind of way they got connected. These two men, Kenny Loggins and the singer,
the person who sings it.
And when they came together, Kenny Loggins, this other guy was already playing it.
Your cousin's asking questions in the comment section, and I was like, yes, he is. Yes, that is the Danger Zone guy. Yes, it is.
Yes. So when they came together, it was already getting plucked out on the piano, and Kenny Loggins added his stuff, and they came together and they made this song. And then Kenny Loggins jumped and released it first. And it didn't really do all that great. And he said, Kenny Loggins told me that the reason why his song didn't do as well is because Michael McDonald wasn't playing the piano on his version. So Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers version, as we know, went up the charts. Why?
Yes,
because of my boy Michael McDonald was on them keyboards and of course on vocals.
Yes. This
song, if you haven't listened to the lyrics, I'm glad that Stephanie's gonna go on, because man, this is the ultimate unrequited love song. And I've been it, and now I know all the lyrics now because I paid attention to them, and I'm like, dang, yes, what? The chorus tells you everything, but the lyrics tell the story, and it's a good one. I mean, it's not a great one, but I mean, it's a good story, a good, interesting story, and you'll appreciate the song more having really like delving into the lyrics will give you a better appreciation of the song. It's called "What a Fool Believes" by Michael McDonald and them, the Doobie Brothers.
The Doobie Brothers.
apology. Anybody else would surely know. He's watching her go. But a fool believes he sees. The wise man has the power to reason away. But if love can come and love can go, I can't know. It's always more than nothing. Who got the power and nothing at all? Oh, now, but a fool believes. I believe she's never gone away. The wise man has the power to reason away. Oh, if love can come and love can go, to be all I know is always better than nothing, better than nothing, and nothing at all.
I heard that. Listen, that is some serious longing
I'm trying to
and
tell you.
delusion.
Made up stuff. Man,
All
made
right.
up whole story.
So before we get, I'm Stephanie Renee, she's Shareese. This is I Heard That. Now,
Yes.
our theme for tonight is Unrequited Love. But because Michael McDonald tends to sing a little mushy mouth, in
Yes.
order for you to fully understand how unrequited this love is, we must go to the lyrics. Okay? So allow me to.
Michael McDonald is still singing. He sings with a group called, oh, I can't remember. It's for them. Him,
Yeah, but so 1978, that was released.
back to you on that, Craig.
Listen, he came from somewhere back in her long ago. The sentimental fool don't see, trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created. Once in her life, she musters a smile for his nostalgic tale. Never coming near what he wanted to say, only to realize it never really was. She had a place in his life. He never made her think twice. As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know he's watching her go. Now, we all know that. But a fool believes what he sees. The wise man has the power to reason away what seems to be is always better than nothing. Nothing at all keeps sending him back to that place, where his happy place, where he's creating this relationship in his head that never existed. Y'all, that's sad.
It is.
It's so sad.
He love her. She don't even know who he is.
And look, and smiling, giving
She
him
was
that
like,
light smile in his face, like, oh.
I'm sorry, trying to get out of there because remember, I don't remember.
I'm sorry. The comment section was blowing up while I was over there reading. Craig is like, nothing. Back to that place. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, and even better, it's stuck again.
Well, I mean,
I just it Tasha Mana.
bless his heart.
And I don't want to laugh because you don't want to laugh at somebody who really clearly he is very fond of her. He might even be good to her if he was given a chance.
Right.
But poor brother, it
ain't never happened, man. But he swear it did. What seems to be is always better than nothing at all.
At all.
That's what he said anyway.
And so yes, Jen, that's why we said it's like sometimes you really do have to read these lyrics so you can appreciate what the story arc is of that, because that song is funky and sad.
Yeah. But you have to listen to the if you want to hear that live version that my friend Cynthia turned me on to, you can find it on YouTube, I believe. It's Kenny Loggins live at in the Redwoods.
Okay.
Like outside doing this thing. He got
nice.
Shareese is featured on the song too, you know she can sing. And
yes,
then
she can.
and Michael McDonald came in and sang this song with him. So
nice
song, and it sounds awesome in this version. I bought that too. Aretha Franklin sang this song. You got to listen to it. You got to.
I've got to hear it. Yes,
YouTube, but you can also purchase it. Once you hear it on YouTube, you'll want to purchase it. So it's good.
That's right. But so you all know that we are about the education. We want to introduce you to artists, but we also want you to listen closely to the things we say we love. And that's not saying that you're going to love them any less, but just to really know what it is about the song that grabs you. And I think a lot of us intrinsically felt that in the song, even if we didn't understand every word that we heard.
Right.
It's just
because Michael McDonald's voice is like if a Saint Bernard could talk. That's how. Like his lyrics ain't always clear, He sounds good as
hell. No, you knew exactly what visual you were gonna conjure up when you said that, because with the beard and with the shaggy hair, it was like
dog, a Saint Bernard, one of those. That's how he sound like if they could talk. If they do a movie, that Pets movie, and they have a shaggy dog or a Saint Bernard, if they don't go get Michael McDonald for that, I'm gonna post it. It'll be a riot, one woman riot, because Michael McDonald is the personification of a shaggy dog / Saint Bernard, and that's how he sings. That's why you can't always understand what he's saying. We know.
Y'all see me. I can't. She's there. She. What y'all know? Shareese and I have long history, and Shareese has spoiled the way that I can actually see people or say their names for the rest of my life, because Shareese is very quietly shady. Now, if you know her, it's not quietly. She wears her shade up front. But she has spoiled the names that I have for people that I know and have known a long time. And one day I'm going to slip up and call them the name that Shareese calls them, because it is imprinted in my brain now. And now Michael McDonald is the shaggy Saint Bernard.
Accurate. He is accurate. It helps. If you ever start losing your memory, you won't. Those things are ones that will stay in your brain. They're not going to leave.
Tis true. All right. Before I slip up. So my next song, again, I was like, who can compete with that in this? This is not a competition. This is not a versus. So I just decided to go in a different direction, as I always do.
Yes.
And I leaned in on the independent artist. So this young man, I first heard back, so you remember back when we used to have jewel boxes?
Yes.
Well, when people started moving away from jewel boxes, not the jewel cases, but I'm talking about the long boxes, when we used to sell CDs in the record store, the CD was all the way down at the bottom of this box, and you had all this cardboard up top.
Yes.
So that you could flip through them and see what it was.
Right.
And so after we got away from that, some artists, in order to be kind of different, and also especially independent artists who wanted to help you learn a little bit more about who they are, they started shipping out their CDs in long books. So almost like a coffee table book, but it was long and skinny, like the CD box used to be, with all these beautiful photos and background information and all that other stuff. So that is how I first got this artist delivered to my mailbox, back when people used to mail you promo CDs.
Wow.
Okay, I'm really telling my age now. But I was so impressed with him. And that was even before I found out that he went to Howard University, and thus we had a DC connection, which of course is what I heard in his music. It's one of the things that I just related to, even though he is from Dallas, Texas. But he got a little bit of DC stank up in his music, which I loved. And so this song is from his second album titled Ear Hustler. If you have never heard of this young man, Gino Young, then allow me to introduce you to his music. This song is simply titled Shoulda.
Ooh.
Hey, oh yeah. I got a lot of friends that try and tell me what to say, but truth be told, I never liked them niggas anyway. And when it came to you that year, it seemed no one was there. I had a plan to fix your frown and take you anywhere. I wanted you, you didn't know, but that's beside the point. You looked so good to me that night, but that's beside the point. I wish I smoked and drank, then I would have the perfect line. I should have been more clever, but I didn't make the time. I should have said something. Should have said something, but I chose nothing. Should have said something. When he took your hand, I never gave a second thought. Just said she's got a man. And then the band began to play, and so I took the stage. My ego wouldn't let me linger, so I turned the page. I wanted you, you didn't know, but that's beside the point. I hope that you enjoyed the show, but that's beside the point. I stayed up half the night replaying what I should have said, and now the thoughts of you, they never ever leave my head. I should have said something. Oh yeah. Should have said something, but I chose nothing. Chose nothing. Should have said something. Something like want you, need you in my life, but words got mixed with thoughts and now I'm all torn up inside. I should have said something like want you, need you in my life, but words got mixed with thoughts and now I'm all torn up inside. Should have said something. Said something like want you, need you in my life, but words got mixed with thoughts and now I'm all torn up inside. Something like I want you, need you in my life. Oh, I should have said something like want you, need you in my life, but in my
I can't believe we are almost at the end of tonight's journey. I'm Stephanie Renee. She's Shareese. This is I Heard That. Our theme is Unrequited Love.
Yes, yes.
And yes,
I love that song.
I'm saying shout out to my boy Dre King on trumpet. Just, you know,
that was good. I love that.
Philly is a family. DC is a family when it comes to musicians supporting the output, you know, the massive output of music that comes from these major cultural capitals. So I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. And, you know, just it's one of those head nod numbers. And that was the longest song we played tonight.
Well, my last song gonna be short. short song era for sure.
But it's short and legendary. So, you know,
absolutely,
it has its place in this conversation for sure.
Everybody knows this song. Everybody, even the little kids, they should anyway. This song is a classic song of, oh, be mine. Why you don't love me? You don't see me, girl. Turn around and see me. I mean, that's what this is by one of our legend, a living legend. I guess I don't need to say much more. I mean, everybody know it. Soon as you hear the first, not even the first note from him, but the first note that he played on that organ, his whatever, his synthesizer, whatever he was using, you know what song it is. I ain't even gonna introduce it. Go on, throw it on there, Stephanie.
All right, here we go.
Leave him there.
Sometimes on a crowded street, I've been near you, but you never noticed me. My Sherry, oh, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? I wish that you were.
I heard that. Everybody, just go. Such a sweet
So sweet.
song.
So sweet.
how can you not like that song? Like, if anybody told me they didn't like that song, I'd be looking at them all kinds of sideways.
Yes. That's why I said everybody knows that song. Everybody. And you better love it. If you don't love it, what's going on with your heart?
That's
Your
right.
heart ain't right if you don't
with
love
you.
my Shareese more. Your heart ain't right.
But really, really sweet song. So thank
It
you
really
for
is. I
just
love
bringing
it.
that back to us, Shareese, so we can all have that feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
So my last selection of the evening is by a man who, the moment I heard note 1, I was like, if I could marry his voice, I would do it today. And this has been through many incarnations.
Okay.
From his first rock band named Follow For Now, to his several solo albums, to his stint as musical director for John Mayer. He even had a group that he fronted called the Brand New Immortals. But through all of that, for me, very close. He's definitely top 5. He might even be top 3 of my favorite voices of all time, is this singer-songwriter. His name is David Ryan Harris. And where most of our songs of unrequited love have been mid-tempo or ballads, this song is neither.
Oh, Lord.
It is decidedly rock, but even more maybe than I love his voice is I love his lyricism. So when we talk about poetry and lyrics, this man has that down. Like, he has made me cry just from hearing the way he strings his words together, let alone the way his voice enhances them. So I hope you all will get a little smile on your face as you listen to this one. It is not what you think when you hear the title. The title of this song is Genie.
I won't wish for diamonds, long life for money, just for a moment alone with you, honey. I'm trying to use him to put a hex on you. I've got a feeling that I'm wasting my wishes. I've got a feeling you'll never be true. I've got a feeling your mountains too high, your rivers too wide. I've got a feeling you got a genie too. Your genie's stronger than mine. You're mine, all mine. You're my destiny. I'll have my genie use his trickery to tempt and entice, or to bring me next to you. Sorcerer, taste my longing, save my appetite. I'm trying to use him to put a hex on you. Whoa. I've got a feeling I'm wasting my wishes. too. Oh, mountains too high, rivers too wide. I've got to feel it, you got to cheat it too. And your cheat is strong, stronger than mine. Your cheating stands and I can't do. Your cheating does a couple of things mine can't do. Your cheating does things and mine can't do. Your cheating does things and mine can't do. Your cheating does things and mine can't do. He's keeping me away from you. Your cheating does things and mine can't do. Your cheating, your cheating, your cheating, your cheating, stronger than mine. Your cheating does things and mine can't do. Your cheating, your cheating, your
I heard that. Shareese, I don't know. I think you were looking down when I put Tasha Wana's comment up on the screen. He's gonna put it up again. What was you say?
Oh,
No,
no,
it was not naughty.
I like that song.
But I appreciate. So I mean,
Look it
listen.
up.
He's like, woman, I am determined. I'm gonna get you. I got a genie, and I'm gonna get him to work a root on you, so you will
Right.
be mine. And he's like,
Put a hex on it. What?
your genie's stronger than
Right. Like, never.
maybe not.
Ain't gonna work.
Your
Ain't gonna
genie
work.
does things that mine
My
can't
genie can't
do.
do. Yeah. Hey, Auntie Mary Alice.
Oh goodness. And look, so now get called out. We can't do all there were some obvious and listen, as much as I love Angela Bofill's version of that song, Tiffany, Will Downing's version of that song is the one that makes me weak. So if I was gonna play it would have been that version.
I would have played. Now I have Will Downing's version, but I definitely would have played Angela Bofill's version because she sounds. I mean, she tried.
She was broke down. She was broke down from the
But you know, my boy Will Downing does an awesome job on it too.
Yes. So you know, all of these themes, 6 songs, 8 songs will never be enough to exhaust a topic. So we're giving ourselves a little bit of room to be able to come back on a different occasion and to share some more thoughts within this same realm. But I thank you, Shareese, because this one, when you said, you know, we knew we were going to do love songs, y'all, because we were in the month of Valentine's Day, but we didn't want to be, you know, we did protest songs around Valentine's Day, and we did love songs to close out Black History Month. Yes, you know, we flipped the script a little bit.
Yeah.
But yes, Unrequited Love is definitely fruitful territory. And I'm glad that you all
have to go into the stalker realm whenever we run it back. But yeah, there's some stalker songs too.
There are. We have to do a public acknowledgement of Auntie Mary Alice. We are glad to have you back in the comment section.
Hey, Auntie Mary Alice. She's an artist. She's been taking art class and stuff, and she can't make it most of the time. I'm glad you made it, even though right at the end, it's okay. You can rewatch with the link that I sent to you.
Yes, and especially because listen, y'all, this technical difficulties thing, I think is just generally because Facebook be hating. I'm glad that Jimmy, my buddy Jimmy in New Orleans was checking us out on Facebook, and then he had to step away, and then the Facebook feed went down. So some of you might have tried, but maybe about a little more than halfway through the show, I got the little red exclamation point, something is wrong. And then I went and said that the live feed has ended. So I'm not sure how much of it y'all got.
Facebook never endures the whole show. And this is a short show and it still didn't make it.
So, you know, this is why we tell y'all all the time, we got to run through the things that we always tell people. You must subscribe, right? Subscribe on YouTube. We say simulcast on Facebook and YouTube, but YouTube doesn't let us down. Facebook, it's got some issues. I suppose I have to change that to say Meta now, huh?
Oh gosh, I'm never going to see that. That sounds crazy.
So many things to be feel unsavory about, but we always say, if you have thoughts of other themes that we should do on the program, you all have shared some great ones before now, so keep them coming. Send me an email.
Yes.
Let us know what you're thinking. Shareese also reposts the show, so you all can put it in her comment section. We go through them, we read, we discuss, and we come back and we work on those things as well. If you like the music that we play and you want to hear more of it, whenever you have an opportunity to tune in, you can go to tinyurl.com/soulsancphl or soulsancphl2. Both, they get the same music. It's just two different servers styles in order to get the music to you. And listen, Shareese, I don't know if you saw, I posted in our Facebook group that what's really interesting is that Soul Sank PHL, we get more international flavor. That's where all the folks from the UK, we all of a sudden become very popular in Finland.
Oh, wow.
And in Angola. So, shout out to the international contingent who's tuning in on that stream on Soul Sank PHL2. Those are the US folks. So we got a lot of people from the US and Brazil, and I forget what the other major country is after that, but the US by far dominates the other feed. So it's just interesting. People get in where they fit in. It's the same music, but however they access it, we're glad to have you. And hope that those of you who tune into this show will expand how you share what we're doing here on Soul Sanctuary Media with your friends. Tell them, come on down and be a part of all this goodness.
Whenever I post a link, it's meant for y'all to share, because as you know, with on Facebook, you can only tag I think 99 people or something like that. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, if I could, I would just run my whole friends list on there and tag, but you can't do that. So I try to grab people who are normally on Facebook and who I know might be interested in listening to us talk about this music and share with you guys and hang out in the comment section with you. But by all means, tag whomever, share that link when I post it, and tag all your people so that they can come and hang out with us too.
Yes, indeed. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. That's all. That's it. Those 8 songs today went real fast because they were short.
Yes.
So we release you back to your day. Please, if you are home, then that's great. If you have to travel, be safe. And we'll do this again, Lord willing, 2 weeks from today with more great music. Good night.
Good night.